Come on, Kevin. Pull these feet down. What's up, everyone? Day in the life. Gonna be doing it Solik style, so I'm not gonna be voicing it over, and I'm with Andrew. So yeah, how have I been? Pretty exhausted, but I am actually recovering. I can walk, my legs aren't stilts. As you can see, I have dexterity. I don't even think I showed my audience my other dog, but this is the dog I compare bond with. And as you can see, he's a bit schizo like I was this year, but that's Cairo. So Cairo is, I'm gonna say he's a rescue. You know, I got him from my breeder who was going through a horrible divorce. I'm not gonna say well, I guess I will, like, he's over, if you wanted to buy him, like over 10,000, right? So he came to me like a commercial, like, you know, Andrew, like the puppy commercial, like, donate $1 and you can give that puppy a grain of rice. Like, that's how Cairo showed up. So super skittish, super anxious, and he's a red nose. He's more of a red nose pit. So there's like blue nose pits and red nose pits. Ghosto's a blue nose, so he's all chill, calm. Cairo's always on edge. So he's kind of like out of my league to train, you know. So if you guys have any experience with dealing with a high anxiety dog, comment it down below. I train Ghosto myself, but honestly, with Cairo, like, I just got him able to poop outside and walk on a leash. Obviously, I'm like sick and deteriorated, but his anxiety's crazy. He's just like super alert. He doesn't play around. Treats don't work. What do I do with a dog like that? And I feel like the only way I made so much progress is because I had Ghost. Like, Ghost taught him normal behavior. When people come up and see him, he like looks around. He doesn't know what to do. When I pet him and give him dopamine, you can just see he's not very receptive. And I think he was around a ton of screaming. You know, it just seems like he was around a ton of screaming, and it just sucks because he's such a stunning dog, and I just want to get him to calm down. He just turned a year, so if you guys have any experience with dealing with a super high anxiety pup, let me know. I just wanted to even get him to stay still. He's so freaked out by the camera. Anyways, I wanted to showcase my weight for all you guys saying I lie. So I weighed 250 this morning. I'm fully clothed. As you can see, 264. I weighed like 252 this morning, so you guys can shut up about my neuromuscular disease. As far as like how this neuromuscular disease works, it's like my CNS doesn't have enough juice. So if I train arms today, it's gonna be sucked out of my legs into my arms to such an extreme degree that my legs look like stilts again, but my biceps and everything will look normal. I'm waiting every day, 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%, to a point where I'm fully recovered. I'm thinking I'm fully recovered around 4 more months, honestly. I think it's that slow. I've been injecting choline and carnitine into my legs, 4 shots twice a day for quite a while. It was really hard to walk. I couldn't drive. At the beginning, when I uncastrated myself, I would have like seizures randomly, and this is all stopped. I have fully reversed an uncurable disease to a point where I'm banned on Reddit for curing myself. I cannot even search post-finasteride, PSSD, or post-Accutane on Reddit. Nothing pops up. So fuck all you for not believing in me. My audience believed in me, all the biohackers believed in me, but those people who run those groups and want to keep those people sick, so you will let them just monologue about random health supplements and diet changes that are not going to do shit. But when an actual biohacker comes into the game, says what he does, if it's extreme, it's extreme. I would have done anything to get out of that hell. Anything to get out of that hell is ridiculous. You're going to block him. You're going to censor him. It's just not going to work out. Karma's a bitch. Karma's going to come around, and I really don't see your charity foundation working out as this information gets out, because it's going to get out. I have a platform. I was placed there for a reason. I want to help these people. If I was an 18-year-old that took a pill of finasteride and was a castrated Skeletor limping, lost all my athletic ability, fucking 90-year-old man brain, prefrontal cortex damage, I would do anything to reverse that so I can enjoy my 20s, not wait for some research paper that no one gives a fuck about and really doesn't say much of anything. So, I've been salty this entire year because, well, Andrew's watched my entire life deteriorate. He's just like, can't believe I'd fucking wake up and still go on camera looking like a fucking vegetable. So you can give it, hats off to Andrew, you can give it to him for me even sticking with this shit. But it's just like, I don't know, this new year, I want to do a lot of in-person collabs. I want to fly around. I want to do collabs like that. I really want to show my personality. That was the goal. Remember, I have a vlog channel that everyone was watching for such a small channel it was. And that was the way I was going with my content. Obviously, when you can't walk, you can't sleep, you have fucking seizures, you just feel like a vegetable, you feel like your IQ is 80. You don't really want to do any socializing. I didn't get any dopamine this year. I've been on like the most crazy dopamine. I just shut the dopamine off in my brain, Andrew. It's just like one of these things where I'm exhausted, but it's like lucky I even stayed in the game. It's one of those things. So it's like I got to shut the fuck up, get back into it, recover this physique, and then go collab because I think you guys are all bored of the in-studio content. I know you guys really dug the penis videos I did, but me and Andrew are all out of peducations. There's not very many peducations that we want to do. We did a fuck ton of them, okay? So that series, I'm not going to like say I'm done with that series, but like one peducation every month, you know? We're not relying on peducation to keep the channel alive. I want to bring this more about my life. This was about my life before this happened, right? Obviously, I was scrambled because my life was destroyed during this, but I want to switch back towards that. So pre-workout stack, if you still want to use code Russo with Gorilla Mind, run it up. Like I said, I'm not going to bash all of Derek's products because the shroom is dangerous. It's one of those things where I love this formula of nitric. I think it's the best pre-workout on the market, period. And this is his entry level. So I'm not going to be here, oh, I don't want Derek to get into Walmart. I don't want Derek to be successful. I'm not that type of guy. I don't wish ill will. And I really don't want anyone to fall in the same hell I fell into. But I feel like these are safe. I've used these for years without issue. And honestly, the nitric, definitely want to check it out. And I also want to thank Gorilla Mind. Andrew, I never even did a house tour. So I finally got my couch. So some Chinese kid put this together real nice. You know, they probably paid him an extra cent that day. Didn't have to fall on the fucking suicide nets. Anyways, to the clothing. So this is the Black Friday drop. I really hope you run up code Russo. I am not a clothing model. I think everyone knows that by now. But I really want to give hats off to Young LA. They kept me around. I really appreciate them for keeping me around. And I really like this drop. The key items that I think everyone's going to like are obviously these Immortal joggers. I like the main event jackets, the puffers. Some items I do not like, just to showcase that I don't like everything. I don't like these shorts. Everyone's saying that these are like the hot shorts. I can't wear these in public, right? My dick came back, Andrew. My bulge is back. And I'm not looking like a in these because it looks ridiculous. My girlfriend was laughing at me walking around in them, and I just like not gonna wear those in public. But these joggers, I know these are gonna sell out instantly. So if you can cop a pair, these definitely catch the eye. This bomber I have on is super cheap value ratio. And I think these puffers are the nicest puffers they made. As far as like, I don't know, me and Andrew from Pittsburgh, it's fucking cold out. This is an actual puffer. This isn't like one of those like, you know, play puffers you put on that doesn't even keep you warm and for style. This is like an actual heavy ass puffer with very minimal branding and logo. And it has a stupid little backpack straps that me and Andrew made fun of, but like I'm not gonna show, oh, you can wear the backpack. Don't use the backpack straps. Fuck the backpack straps. But if you guys run it up, They also have water bottles. These Hydro jugs I think are like 20 bucks with my code, so it's a very good cost to value on these. But yeah, I gotta give it up to Young LA. They didn't have to keep me around. I am not hitting the numbers they want me to hit, obviously, because I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. That wasn't my fucking goal to sell clothes during that. I needed to get better. I was like a fucking cancer patient. I'm gonna be training back and a little bit of arms. You're gonna guys see my pump, and then I'm gonna do some boxing training to showcase that, like, I finally, a lot of boxers who follow me, I've only had 3 boxing lessons in my life, right? I'm a wrestler. I've wrestled a lot, but boxing, no. I couldn't pivot my hip when I punched. I can finally pivot my hip and not get screaming back pain. So I want to show that. But like, yes, footwork is really important in striking, but honestly, this lead leg is stupid in actual fighting. Like, Andrew, if I put all this weight on the lead leg and you know wrestling, you're just gonna grab that leg. So like, for all my boxers out there, I'd rather fight in a Muay Thai stance and be light on my front leg than focus on torquing. See how anxious he is? Dude, I'll play the calming music. He's never lacking. Never. Never lacking. I try to break into my own house. I touch the door. I don't even hit the doorknob. I touch it. Boom, 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 boom. Machine gun. He's still sleeping. That's the difference between a blue nose and a red nose pit. All right, I call these workouts the cuck workouts. So like, I can't train that long. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. And I guess for this recovery purposes of like the other people suffering, like I have to go backwards to go forwards, meaning my leg's fully turned on. My bulge is coming back. I'm happy. My upper body is sucked in to feed the legs. Then I'm gonna recharge again. So I'm gonna train as long as I can maintain the pump, but I'm done after that. I wanna show what I look like pumped up. I honestly think my muscle insertions have changed. This sodium valproate, I went over to my family's house and they're like, Ryan, you look taller. Like they all said I was taller, and that might be because my spine re-elongated. I know for a fact I shrunk like 3 inches, so I don't know what my final form looks like. You guys saw me step on the scale. Andrew knows I'm not bullshitting that scale. And it's just like, we're watching the metamorphosis happen, and it can turn to Vader, but what I'm currently on is just HCG, Sustanon, HMG, and Clomid. I'm not on a bunch of shit. I'm not, because if I was, I would go backwards with my central nervous system. My central nervous system can't take these harsh androgens anymore, and I've slowly taken them out as I became less crashy. So I don't crash at all as far as my head goes, but my body is still very fragile, and I just want to showcase the pump, but don't expect to see anything crazy. I just want to showcase what I look like. I'm going to do some boxing footage.
That might be a 180. I don't know what's 75 at the beginning of summer. Slowly. I think if I eat too much though, this is popular for a while. He doesn't do it so much. He does do it right. He likes cereal.
I'll do the full stack.
running back now. Yeah, I think the quarterback does too. Let Pickett call himself. It's like one day I just saw them, and one day, the next day I didn't. Either way.
So this is the part where all the shit runs out in my legs. I don't know if Andrew caught that, but I winced real bad when I went on my knees. Do that pull down, I felt something pop again. So I think I fucked it up a little bit, so I'm gonna stay standing. Feels decent. Last time it was this quad, so I'm just tearing them evenly. I can't rail the whole stack. What seeing this is like, it's like malfunctioning. It's like when you're trying to like turn the graphics up and you're getting like 18 frames and you're like, yeah, I can still play at 18 like FPS. I want to see the graphics turned up. Man, Andrew, punching this bag makes me actually miss, you know, the mat. I do want to do MMA, but man, I would not want to be 260 doing MMA. I am not in wrestling shape even close. Like if I did grappling again, I'd probably want to be like 220, like a lean 220. Yeah, I do want to learn boxing. I definitely need an instructor, and I like learn Muay Thai with elbows. You know? Like, I don't really like fighting with so much weight on that front foot.
Yeah.
Because in wrestling, man, you're taught to like, you're slowly back on your foot. You're able to kick the foot back. You're always worried about someone grabbing your foot. So it's like counterintuitive, like all those years of like, when I had too much weight on my foot and I get suplexed, I just can't like unlearn that. But that's what boxing's about when you're only punching. You know, if you want to torque, then twisting through your hips. So these gloves are 18 ounce, so if I look winded, these aren't 12-ounce gloves. Okay, I'm already making the excuses before I hit the bag. Shout out to Goat. He comes out to a haka, Andrew. Have you heard this haka?
No.
He like walks out like this, like he's like ready for war. Send this to Kevin Man, Andrew. Come on, Kevin. Bully feet down. You 60, bitch. Fucking pussy ass boy. He's rolling like this at 260. I think my boxing is a lot better than the first time.
Yeah, I'd say.
That's the worst cardio there is. Especially when you're fat at 260 like me. If Kevin ever wants to go on street beefs, hit me up. If you go on street beefs and beat my ass, I'll say PFS is fake. On the money. Let's see it. Let's see it. Andrew Huberman talked about post-finasteride syndrome. The fucking neuroscientist of Stanford. And you're still fucking denying victims like a pussy.